Hello, this is Tim, and this is one of my Sunday morning talks. Um, I'm doing it a little bit early because I've got to give a talk in a school today, um, and I thought I would talk about the difference between being nice and being kind. This is Claire.
Hello.
This is me, and we're in Harris Church of England School in Rugby, and I'm going to do a talk about kindness. Now, I've got a little talk which I prepared for you, and I've got some notes over there. I'm going to try and wriggle away from my notes as much as I possibly can so that I can actually look you in the eye so you don't go to sleep. Being nice to me seems to be about saying the right thing. We're doing what we think others want us to do. It's about etiquette. It's about doing what you think others want you to say or do. So let's go to kind. Kind is about doing the right thing. Doing the right thing because you must do it, because it must be done. Being kind is not always easy. Now, this is the extraordinary thing. Being kind is not always nice. Sometimes, in order to be kind, you may not be saying what people want to hear. Being kind seems to me to go beyond etiquette, beyond what is polite. But being kind goes a little bit beyond that. Being kind is about a perception of yourself and about your own identity. Your identity is important. Your identity, not mine. If you keep saying what you think other people want to hear, you will lose your own identity because you won't be thinking about who you are. You'll be thinking about who does someone else think I should be. So you've got a little bit of time while you're at school to work out who you are. It's very, very important. This is the biggest thing that you are going to learn while you're at school. Unfortunately, you have to continue learning this for the rest of your life, but you do start when you're at school. If you lose your identity, you lose yourself. So busy being swayed by the ideas of being popular, you lose your own intelligence, you undermine your creativity, you alienate yourself. There are times, probably, when it's right to be selfish, to love and accept who you are, to improve and discover who you are, to take the time to find out what is your own voice. Of course, if you make this quest all about yourself, then you're also making it about helping others too, about other people. If you're struggling or you need a hand, the simple reality is if people around you are miserable, then you're going to be miserable. And then you come to who are the people around me? Who are my neighbours? Well, one of them clearly is Bay. Who is my neighbour? So everybody around me, everybody I care about. But if you try to live in the moment, look here we got Bay here. If you try and live in the moment, it's literally everybody around you. If you try to make other people's lives better, in other words, if you try to be kind, if you're trying to do kindness, then it's everyone. Now, there's a boring bit here, which I will try and do in the school if I have time. Now, let's go back to those two words, because the word nice comes from a Latin word which actually means ignorant. But the word kind comes from an Anglo-Saxon word, which is related to sort of German words like Kinder or English words like kin. It's about family. So being kind is about treating other people as our family.
So you don't persecute people in your family because of their mistakes. You help them grow. We're all a bit needy and silly anyway. So let's hope people in my family are kind enough to overlook that and to support my strengths rather than criticize my failings. We all benefit from a bit more positive thinking and a bit more positive encouragement. The problem, the bit I'm sort of struggling about in this talk is the really difficult bit that you don't need to be nice when people are doing nasty things. We need to be brave enough and kind enough to call them out, to call out the bullies. We don't have to be nice all the time. If everyone is nice and some of us are behaving badly, then frankly, everyone's going to be miserable. Don't be nice about things you cannot be kind about. When you feel you have to be nice about things that you don't think are right, then that's probably the time to suspend judgment. If things are really not nice, it's time to be brave and stand up to them, stand up to the people who are not being kind.